Good afternoon. My name is Darren Munroe. I'm one of the teaching professionals here at Ibis. Today we're going to talk about your driver and how to improve your distance and your accuracy. So we're going to go over a few tips that might help you improve either or both of those. Okay, so the first thing we have to understand is where are you hitting the ball on the club face. Here I have demonstrated some red dots, some yellow dots, and green dots. If we're hitting the ball on the perimeter or the top where those red dots are, that's going to limit your directional control and your distance. You can see I have a little bit of yellow dots, that's a little bit better, but we really want to work towards trying to hit the ball where the green dots are. That's the center of the face. Today we're going to move into some of the things that you do in your setup with your posture to help you improve hitting the ball more towards the green dots. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is how you place your hands on the golf club. Now, just as a reference, Dan did a grip video a few months ago. You're going to be able to go to that to refer to see if what's a strong grip and what's a weak grip. First thing we're really going to try to do today, though, is talk about getting the heel pad on top. And from there, I want your thumb and forefinger that you have on your top hand and your bottom hand to both be pointing to your right shoulder. Now, that's the grip. As we move into the setup, one thing we see a lot is people put their ball position way too far forward. So here on the ground I have a practice station. You should always have a practice station when you're working on your swing on the driving range. This shows me for sure where my ball position is, also where my aim is. So I've got this rod in here. This is where most people I see who struggle with their driver, they tend to get the ball too far forward. So now I can put the ball position inside of my front foot, and that allows my body to be set in a position where I can hit the ball properly with regards to the path and also the angle of attack, which we're going to talk a little bit more about next. Okay, so now moving to number 3, what we're going to talk about now is your posture. And what we see a lot is people who tend to get their right shoulder high in their setup. So one thing we really want with the driver is that you have the ball sitting on a tee. So you want to have the body has two bends. You have a bend from the hip socket, which you will see from the down the line camera, and from the face on camera you have a side bend. That side bend allows the right shoulder to be lower, which will help the club have an ascending blow to the ball, not a descending blow to the ball. Okay, so now we're moving into step number 4, which is we need to get some shoulder turn. A lot of times when people struggle with hitting a slice, they never let their left shoulder get completely underneath their chin. So as we do that, what that does is you can see again from this down the line camera, that helps the club come from a path that's from the inside. That will 100% help you not only hit the ball on the upswing, but help the path come from the inside and hit the ball what has a chance to be a draw. Okay, so now we're going to move to our final step, which is on the downswing, what the head position is. I've taken the rod that was on the ground here to show us our ball position and put it in a vertical position where the ball is and where your head is. So now from there you can see that my head is behind the ball. What we typically see on the downswing with most of our students that struggle with their drivers, they move their head forward, maybe in an effort to shift their weight, but what it does is it puts the head in front of the ball and then it causes the club to come down on a steep angle of attack. So we're looking to try to keep the head behind the ball, shift the weight to the left foot, keeping the mass of my body stays behind the ball until I strike it. That's very, very important. I'm shifting my weight but keeping my head behind the ball. Okay, so I hope these tips help you not only hit the ball straighter, but farther. If you have any questions on today's tip or any of the tips, you can contact me in the pro shop. I want you to have a great day, great golfing. Talk to you soon.